Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into a massive technological earthquake that's basically shaking the very foundations of legal practice across East Africa. Look, for legal practitioners in Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, artificial intelligence is an absolutely incredible research tool. But it comes with a hidden and, frankly, very dangerous catch. So today, we're going to walk through an essential guide to securing your AI research and entirely defeating AI hallucinations by using the EA Legal AI Compliance Master Prompt Pack.
So you have to ask yourself, is your AI inventing fake case law? I know, it sounds crazy, but it's a serious question that demands an urgent answer. The reality is, modern AI tools are powerful, but they act like these eager, somewhat naive assistants who just desperately want to give you the exact answer you're looking for. If they don't know it, well, they'll just invent it. They will create completely fake legal citations that look absolutely perfect to the naked eye. And we all know, if you bring a fabricated case into a courtroom, it can instantly destroy your professional credibility. Here's our roadmap for this explainer. 1. The AI hallucination threat. 2. Defending the doctrine. 3. Timelines that bust fakes. 4. Using the prompt pack. And 5. Spotting AI red flags. This is a highly organized method to solve a really complex problem, giving you the tools to practice safely in the digital age. Let's get right to it.
All right, Section 1, the AI hallucination threat. Protecting your credibility from eager but naive AI. Here's the core of the problem. AI systems frequently fabricate legal citations. And what makes these fakes so incredibly tricky is just how plausible they sound. An AI might confidently hand you a perfectly formatted citation, but it's actually mixed up Kenyan, Ugandan, and Tanzanian law. Or worse, it might invent a case from a specific court that didn't even exist at the time the supposed judgment was handed down. It's a sophisticated illusion. Actually, scratch that. It's a dangerous illusion.
Moving on to Section 2, defending the doctrine. Why these fake cases completely destroy legal certainty.
You already know this, but the entire East African legal system is built on the doctrine of precedent, or stare decisis. It's that bedrock principle that cases involving similar circumstances should be decided by applying similar principles of law. This doctrine is what creates certainty, right? It allows people to order their affairs and safely predict litigation outcomes. When AI introduces these fake citations into the ecosystem, it corrupts that certainty. It completely distorts the impartiality of the courts. False precedents quite literally pollute the jurisprudence. And think about the structural logic of the law. It totally relies on a strict hierarchy. The Supreme Court binds the courts below it. The Court of Appeal binds the High Court and magistrates, and so on. Lower courts are always bound by higher courts. But imagine if your AI hallucinates and skips a tier. Like, what if it invents the Supreme Court precedent from the wrong era? Or claims a magistrate's court decision is somehow binding? It completely breaks the entire system.
Okay, Section 3, timelines that bust fakes. This is your fact shield against AI fabrications. These foundational digital launch dates are basically your digital armor. Kenya's digital reporting on EKLR launched post-2001, Uganda's ULI launched post-2009, and Tanzania's Tanzalii, that launched post-2011. So what does this actually mean for us? Well, if an AI gives you an EKLR citation for a case in 1998, or a ULI citation for 2004, or a Tanzalii for 2005, you know instantly, without even looking it up, that it is 100% fabricated. Those platforms literally did not exist yet. Let's dive a little deeper into Kenya's specific history to see how this works in practice. Before the EKLR platform existed in 2001, cases were reported in the Kenya Law Reports, cited as KLR. And before 1977, cases were reported in the East Africa Law Reports, cited as EAL. So if an AI casually hands you an EKLR citation for a case decided in 1970, there's no way. It is a complete fabrication. It should be an EAL citation. Knowing this history is exactly how you spot the AI's lies. Which brings us to Section 4, using the prompt pack. Copy, paste, and secure your research.
The EA Legal AI Compliance Master Prompt Pack is designed to be incredibly simple, and it gives you two distinct options. The master prompt is for when your research spans across borders, meaning Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, all in one single session. The jurisdiction variants, on the other hand, are for single-country deep dives, where you need the AI to strictly adhere to that specific country's court rules and platforms. The master prompt essentially lays down the law for the AI. It establishes absolute, non-negotiable boundaries. It explicitly forces the system to maintain jurisdiction integrity, keeping EKLR, ULI, and Tanzalii completely separate. Plus, it mandates a strict two-part citation format. It requires both a neutral citation and a report citation. This forces the AI to show its work, which drastically reduces its ability to just make things up out of thin air.
Now, for localized research, the Kenya jurisdiction variant instructs the AI on some vital historical facts right off the bat. For example, it tells the AI that the Supreme Court, the Employment and Labor Relations Court, and the Environment and Land Court were only created in 2011. By feeding the AI this strict rule before you even type your first question, you instantly block it from inventing older, fake cases from those specific courts.
And honestly, deploying this pack requires absolutely zero technical knowledge. It is literally just copy and paste. Step 1, Option A. Just paste the prompt block at the very start of your chat session before you ask any legal questions whatsoever. Step 2, Option B. If you happen to use a custom GPT or a Claude project, you can just paste it right into the system instructions. That way, the compliance rules apply automatically to every single session you start. Super easy. All right, final section, Section 5, Spotting AI Red Flags, the basic facts to verify every output. Even with the prompts doing heavy lifting, you still need a daily mental audit checklist. For instance, if an AI gives you a magistrate's court decision and cites it to EKLR, ULII, or TANS-LI, yeah, that is 99% likely to be totally fabricated. Why? Because lower courts are almost never reported online. Similarly, if an AI says it's a 2023 case just because the EKLR bracket says 2023, be super careful. The EKLR bracket is the year the case was reported, not necessarily the year it was decided. You have to always check the PDF.
Here's another massive trap. AI systems process text beautifully, but they don't natively understand legal weight. They really struggle to distinguish between ratio, the binding legal reasoning, and obiter, just passing comments made by the judge. If you aren't paying close attention, the AI will pull a casual comment from a judgment and proudly present it to you as the court held. You must always verify exactly what part of the judgment the AI is quoting.
AI will also expose itself through sheer laziness. Real law reports use formal registered party names. AI, however, loves to use casual abbreviated names, like just saying KCB instead of Kenya Commercial Bank Limited. If your AI gives you a citation with informal party names like that, it is a massive hallmark of a hallucinated case. Flag it immediately.
Finally, keep an eye out for cross-jurisdictional errors. Because AI models treat data globally, they love to wrongly mix up East African platforms. If you see EKLR cited for a Ugandan case, or ULI used for a Kenyan case, or maybe a Tanzanian case that completely fails to specify whether it's from the mainland or Zanzibar systems, yep, your AI is definitely hallucinating.
We've covered a ton of ground today, but it all really boils down to this one final thought. Can you afford to risk your professional integrity on a totally unverified AI hallucination? This technology is amazing, but without firm boundaries, it's incredibly dangerous. By using the EL Legal AI Compliance Master Prompt Pack, and by keeping these foundational reporting timelines in your back pocket, you actively defend the doctrine of precedent, you ensure legal certainty, and you massively elevate your digital practice. Don't let an eager algorithm ruin your reputation. Take control of your tools. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and happy, safe researching.